Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About. And in this episode we're continuing with the Little Misters Chronicles or Speedrun, whatever you want to call it. Talking about SCP-913 or Mr. Hungry. I have never read this one, so I am genuinely unsure. I just wanted to pop in and say, thank you all so much for the recent support the channel is getting. It's been really making, everything in life seem a lot brighter. As well as just you probably noticed the gaming stuff. I was going to upload a video kind of explaining why I was going to do that, but I decided against it as it felt unnecessary. Essentially, I'm not limiting myself anymore. There will be gaming stuff. There will be everything. Anything I make will be on here. This is going to be just the channel. This is me. Imagine like a TV. Like you're surfing through channels on a TV. It's all here. If you want to tune into the Let's Talk About, you're in the right place. If you want to tune into the gaming stuff, just go on the other playlist. Or whatever. I haven't made playlists yet, but I'm going to, maybe. We'll see. I'm kind of still up in the air about it. But right now, this is SCP-913. Mr. Hungry. He does not have a picture. So, I can only imagine that it looks like a regular guy until I'm proven otherwise. Object class is Euclid, meaning it's overall still a mystery. It's not very well understood. Can be dangerous, but typically they have it locked down enough to where it can't be a problem, I guess. Um, Nothing really else to say. Just kind of thank you guys, really. I really appreciate all the support and the recent, kind of boom the last few videos I've gotten. So let's see if we can do that again. If you like the video, just like and subscribe, and I'll continue to get out content. I am going on vacation the first week of August, so I'm going to try and have a video scheduled to come out in the middle then, but that depends if I'm able to get it done in time. I honestly don't know. But I've been getting a lot of comments recently, and I try my best to respond to every single one of them because I really appreciate them. It allows me to, communicate with you guys and connect with the audience that I am slowly building. And that's enough with the applause. So thank you. I really appreciate it. You didn't come here for this. You came here for the video. You came here for SCP. So, SCP-913, Mr. Hungry. The special containment procedures are: SCP-913 is to be contained in a customized humanoid containment cell lined with 1 meter thick carbon steel. SCP-913 is to be provided with standard humanoid furnishings and pre-recorded entertainment materials provided on request. Access to the cell may be conducted through a reinforced carbon steel door. So it just sounds like this guy's a room. It sounds like whatever Mr. Hungry is. I assume it's a person, and until I'm proven otherwise, I'm gonna go with it's a person. It sounds like this person has a room. It's just kind of their living space. They're contained, but they kind of just live. You want to watch stuff? Here you go. You want stuff? Here you go. Just don't kill us. It's kind of the SCP motto. Whatever you want, just don't kill me. There are more containment procedures, so let's just continue with that. Once every 2 hours, SCP-913 is to be provided with 1 nutritional supplement as outlined in Document 913-2. SCP-913 is fitted with central venous catheters to facilitate nutrition. The subject is to be provided with intravenous nutritional supplements while sleeping. Catheter is to be changed once every 3 months. As of current regulations on Misters, SCP-913 is to be contained in Hall Redacted of Site Redacted. Okay, this... 2 hours. Pill. 2 hours nutritional supplement. Intravenous catheters. Or intravenous nutritional supplements while sleeping. It sounds like this thing has to constantly be fed. That... I don't know why that would be. His name is Mr. Hungry, so maybe it's just like he'll die if he isn't eating. And the pill... I'm guessing the nutritional supplement has, like, a lot of nutrients in it, so when you take it, it's kind of like here's your daily recommended calories, but he's getting it every 2 hours, which leads me to believe that that is the case, that if he doesn't eat, he will die. That's all the containment procedures, by the way. I really wish there was a picture, but we are moving on to the description, so I guess we'll be able to learn what this thing is. SCP-913 appears to be a middle-aged African-American male with an extremely fast metabolism. SCP-913 requires the recommended daily caloric intake for a normal human every 2 hours, and has an internal temperature of redacted. Okay, so this guy is like burning like a furnace in my imagination. We don't have what the natural, like, what his internal temperature is. The average for a human being 19. No, then you'd be very dead. 98.6. 98.6 is the natural internal body temperature. It could be lower, it can be higher. If it's like 100, it's kind of a fever. High 90s is a low-grade fever. High 99 specifically is a low-grade fever. But if he has a high metabolism, that would mean he's burning calories, I would imagine, quite literally. So maybe his temperature is a lot higher, it's elevated. But he doesn't seem affected by it. The daily caloric intake for a normal human, which is 2,000 calories a day. That is what is recommended for a person, that you eat 2,000 calories every single day. Not at once, but in general. And this SCP needs it every 2 hours. So what you need in about, let's see, 16. Assume you get 8 hours of sleep, you're up for 16 hours. In 16 hours, you need to eat 2,000 calories. That is the recommended. You can eat more, you can eat less, who cares? As long as it's around that number. Every 2 hours. So, an eighth of the time, he needs 2,000 calories. He needs. It specifies needs. He requires it. It is not like, oh, he just will go hungry with that. No, he needs it. And I wonder why. I'm just thinking, every 2 hours, it's an eighth of the time. Maybe it's like, well, I wonder, that's the metabolism working. There's no question. The metabolism makes it so every 2 hours he needs the caloric intake. So he's just a person with a very high metabolism. An inhuman metabolism. Continuing on, SCP-913 will enter into a trance state if not fed the specific amount of calories in a 2-hour period. While affected, SCP-913 will break down and ingest any solid matter within sight. This ingestion can include normally indigestible matter, such as wood, plastics, and metal, and does not distinguish between living subjects and other material. This hunger state will force SCP-913 to awaken if sleeping. SCP-913 is aware of his actions while in this state and expresses extreme discomfort following the ingestion of denser materials. Okay, I was very wrong. My thought process was, if he doesn't eat, he dies. No, if he doesn't eat, he becomes a black hole, essentially. If he doesn't eat, he will eat. And he will continue to eat. If he does not get the 2,000 calories every 2 hours, he will basically turn into a black hole until he gets those 2,000 calories. Whether it be wood, metal, plastic, glass, people, animals. He can't, I assume light at that point. Maybe. I don't think so. But, oh boy, that'd be kind of interesting to see. Not see, but if that would be the case, this SCP can basically eat anything, but only when he's in this hunger state, which forbids him from sleeping if it happens, which is why the catheters are in, to provide him the nutrients so he's able to sleep, and so it doesn't happen. Jeez, that's... I don't know what to say about that. My mind is kind of like, whoa. He's kind of just a black hole in my eyes, and I don't know how to feel about that. There's a little thing here. SCP-913 can rend objects with an estimated force of 3,000 newtons, and can bite objects with an estimated force of 5,000 newtons while eating. SCP-913 is unable to display this strength outside of his trance state. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm gonna look up. Wait, I'm curious. What's the average bite strength? Okay, so the average bite strength in newtons for men is 304.9 newtons and women 284.9 newtons. That is the average, so we'll say about 300 newtons in general. This SCP can bite at basically, oh my god, it can bite at 3,000. The average is 300. No, it bites at 5,000. It can rend objects with 3,000, which that alone is way too much, but he could bite at 5,000 newtons. The average for a human being, 300. That is terrifying. He could eat anything. He could bite through a car. He could bite through a tree. But he doesn't experience this strength unless he's in the hunger state, which means he's a black hole. Jesus, my almighty, that's terrifying. No one should be able to have that much strength, especially in a trance state where you're absorbing any matter you see. The last bits of the description are: examination of SCP-913's liver tissue shows that it will produce new enzymes in response to foreign material. These enzymes will metabolize the substance at 98% efficiency, effectively detoxifying any drugs or toxins. This includes emetics and anesthetics. SCP-913 was discovered at entrance redacted of site redacted. So, his liver's able to produce enzymes that can break down basically anything that includes medications. So he cannot have his memory wiped with amnestics. Amnesia is what I'm getting from that. So it's amnestic, which means it's memory altering. And amnesthetics, which is the stuff that puts you to sleep. So he can't basically take in medication because his liver will produce the enzymes to break it down faster than it can affect him. It detoxifies him of anything. And not to mention, these enzymes can break down anything he ingests at 98% efficiency. It's not 100%. No one's is. That's really good. That's basically acid. Not really, but it's basically. There's one more paragraph down here, and that's the entire article. But it reads, Addendum 913-1. The words of Mr. Hungry from Little Misters by Dr. Wondertainment are tattooed upon the SCP's right calf. Upon discovery, SCP-913 has been wearing a shirt and dress pants, both with the brand name Doctor's Orders sewn into the tags. This designation appears as 7 in document SCP-909-A. So on the list of all the Little Misters, he's number 7. Which I don't really care about the list. I'm not going in order, but... So that's just the Mr. Wondertainment tag. That's nothing. The simple fact that this thing is able to bite down with that force is absolutely terrifying. There's no picture, and I wish there was one. I imagine the hunger state to be like Gluttony from Fullmetal Alchemist. Specifically, Brotherhood, where he opens up and just sucks in. I imagine it like that. I imagine it exactly like Gluttony, his false portal of truth form. But I could be wrong. The fact that he's able to consume stuff like a black hole is freaky. What stops him? When he gets in the trance, he's obviously not listening to reason, and if he faces you, you get consumed. So, what is it? Is it... I don't know. How do you stop him? I assume the catheters, right? You just feed him another supplement, and that's it, then. I assume that would be the only way to stop him. If he got out, he'd just eat... Imagine whole cities disappearing. But he can't... But he won't get out, because at least he doesn't show any signs of wanting to leave, I guess. But, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But, I think that's all we can really say about this one. Everything was kind of put out in front of us. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for stuff you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments and I will try my best to get to it. Or anything you want me to like play or make, I can see what I can do. Again, thank you all so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!